Well, we have become a third major production center in North America. There is New York, there is Los Angeles, and there is now South Florida, a very viable and fully recognized place where shows begin and go on tour, just as Oklahoma did last year in Miami. It is now still touring and will open on Broadway December 13th, just as West Side Story. West Side Story will have its new world premiere with Lenny Bernstein and Jerry Robbins and Arthur Lawrence and Stephen Sondheim, all those giants, right here in Miami, working on that show, putting it together.
So what you're saying is that we are getting to see it first instead of second.
Or third or fourth. I mean, very first. These are firsts. These are like premieres of metropolitan operas in other countries. These are the greatest talents and the finest shows that now recognize that this is a place to begin.
Now, when are we going to get the new shows, the tryouts?
Well, the tryouts come next. We have broken two barriers. We have, for example, Whose Life Is It Anyway is now on Broadway. It has not played anywhere else in the country. The national tour will begin at the Parker Playhouse and then go on to the Gusman Cultural Center and then continue to play the rest of the nation. That's a step. Elephant Man, the best play of the year, will not play anywhere other than New York until it begins again down here. We will actually put together the national tour for some 30 or 40 other cities. What will come next, and very soon, is what used to happen in Boston, Philadelphia, and Chicago. Brand new pre-Broadway productions will begin here and move on up the coast, maybe to Washington, and then on to Philadelphia and on to New York. It's only around the corner.
I hope that happens soon. Let me ask you, now that your production of Peter Pan is a hit on Broadway, and I predict so will Oklahoma when it opens, your production of Oklahoma, and now you're talking about your production of West Side Story. All those hits on Broadway, will that mean we'll see less and less of Zev Bubman in South Florida?
No, I think that you will see as much of me in South Florida as before.
I hope so.
I will have a bigger smile on, and I'll have a few more lines because I'm working hard. But things are wonderful. It's a long and old dream. If you remember in the beginning, that chain of theaters that will stretch, a crescent-like chain, south of Washington and all the way through Texas to California. The forgotten South and Southwest will rise again theatrically and culturally, and that's a dream that will make me very happy, and the headquarters will always remain right here in Dade County, and so you will see me a lot.
So what you're saying is what's good for the country is good for South Florida.
Right.
Thank you, Zev.
That's a good note to end on.